Today we are going to continue the topic predicates. We started for predicates in the last lecture, right? Anybody can recall what are predicates? What do you mean by a predicate? Yes.
A predicate is a sentence which includes a variable whose values are not specified.
Correct. A predicate is an open sentence, right? It's an open sentence that contains variables whose values are not specified.
Called as open sentence.
Yes, that is called as an open sentence because unless and until you substitute the value of the variables, you cannot say whether this sentence is a true or false sentence. It doesn't become a statement unless until you substitute some value for the variables. That is called as a predicate. It is an open sentence. Okay, so if you have one variable in the predicate, then it is called as one place predicate, two place predicate, three place predicate, n place predicate. Okay, so we had seen some examples also. Now find out, if I give you a predicate, say px is x equal to x square. Okay, so how many place predicate it is? How many variables it contains? One variable x, right? So it is a one place predicate. It is a one place predicate.
आपको दिख रहा है क्या?
क्यों, क्या हुआ?
नहीं दिख रहा।
अभी दिख रहा है क्या?
हाँ मैम, अभी दिख रहा है।
हाँ, so the domain from where you will choose the values of x is domain is set of integers. Okay, suppose then find the truth value of first one, p of 0, p of 1, p2 and p minus 1. So can you quickly tell me what is p of 0? Is it true or false?
True.
The first one is true because what is the reason? Because 0 is same as 0 square, no?
Yes.
Then next one, 1 is same as 1 square. One is same as 1 square implies this is also.
Yes.
Now 2 is equal to 2 square है क्या?
False.
False. Minus 1 is same as minus 1 square है क्या?
नहीं, false.
False. Okay, is that okay? So when you substitute the values,
Yes.
it becomes either true or false. It becomes a statement. Now, individually, we don't want to see. We want to attach some quantifier to it. That means if I consider the whole set of integers, suppose, then will it be a true statement? For all values of x, can you say that it is true? For all values of x from set of integers. सारे integers
No,
के
ma'am.
लिए true होता है क्या? नहीं, right? It is true only for some of the integers. जैसे कि 1 and 0. Otherwise, it is not at all true. So we want to extend this idea to quantifiers now. Okay. So two main quantifiers we are going to see. One is called as universal quantifier and the other one is called as existential quantifier. Before that, we will take one more example of predicates. If I take okay, here I will put colon. X plus 2y is equal to z. This is my predicate. So it is how many place predicate? कितने वेरिएबल्स हैं?
Three.
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 Three place predicate. Okay. So find truth value of one, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Okay. So R113. R113 क्या होगा? What will be x plus 2y? X plus 2y will be equal to 1 plus 2 into 1, that is 3. And it is equal to z आ रहा है क्या? आपका आंसर z3 दिया आपको?
Yes.
Yes. So what is truth value? True. Therefore, x plus 2y is equal to z for 113. आ रहा है ना? Therefore, it is true. Second one. What is R123? So if I put 1, 2 in x plus 2y, so 1 plus 2 into 2, that is equal to 5. So 5, is it equal to 3? Right? Therefore x plus 2y is not equal to z आया, इसलिए ये क्या आया? False आया. समझा क्या? This is how you can find out the truth value of predicates. So it should not be a problem for you if you have more variables, okay, to check the truth value. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So now we will attach quantifiers to these predicates. There are two types of quantifiers, for all and existential quantifier. Okay. So for all means universal and existential quantifier means there exists. Okay, the words we use are there exist. So we want to quantify the propositions. Okay, we want to quantify the truth values of the propositions. When you substitute values in place of variables in the predicates, they become propositions, and we want to quantify these propositions. See, for example, you all are FYBSc students. Which subjects you study? Tell me. This year, first year. Come on.
Computer science, maths,
Yes.
statistics,
Statistics, yeah. And electronics. So all four subjects
electronics.
are compulsory to you.
Yes.
So is there any student from your class who has given any concession in these subjects?
No.
No. Everyone who has opted, huh? Everyone who is in the first year BSc has to study all these subjects, right? So what can I say? For all FY BSc students, there are 4 subjects. Can I say this?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That means for all का मतलब ये है कि for each and every student of FYBSc class, there are 4 subjects allotted. No one is escaped from this. No one is exception. Each and every student, this statement is true. That all of them have 4 subjects. कोई भी ऐसा student नहीं है जो 4 से कम subjects पढ़ रहा है या 4 से ज़्यादा subjects पढ़ रहा है. Okay, but now suppose now this was about your syllabus. Okay, your fixed syllabus of FYBSc. But now as there are some extra credit courses also, right? In our autonomous syllabus there are some extra credit courses also which you can avail. So suppose there is an extra credit course on quantitative aptitude. So it is not necessary that the whole class will join it, right? Are you getting it? Few of them can join it.
Yes, ma'am.
Few of you can join it. So what I will say some students of FYBSc are studying an extra credit course. I will not say all students of FYBSc. Do you understand the difference? And this is
Yes,
where
ma'am.
we bring the concept of quantifiers. Okay, so we use which words we use for quantification. Quantification means what? To decide the number, right? Quantification expresses the extent to which a predicate is true over a range of elements. Okay, quantification expresses, you can write down this. Our topic is quantification and quantifiers. Quantification and quantifiers. This is our topic. So what is quantification? Quantification expresses, are you all writing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do not take any screenshot. Do not do screen recording because you will ultimately become lazy. Okay? And you will not write anything. If you don't write anything from mathematics, you will not understand. When gradually it will become a very huge set of notes, you will not understand anything. So please do write with me. Quantification expresses the extent to which, I know there are various ways you can take screenshots. If you are using mobile, it's very easy to take screenshots, but how many screenshots you will save in your mobile? And you will not see it at all later on. Over a range of elements. Okay, so quantification expresses the extent to which a predicate is true over a range of elements. And the words, which words we use to quantify? The words all, some, many, none, few are used in quantifications. Okay, so basically we are going to see 2 types of quantifiers today. Two types: universal quantifier and existential quantifier. Okay. Universal quantifier means for all. We will be using the word for all, the words for all. And existential quantifiers means for some. Okay, so this is the symbol for all, and this is the symbol there exists. Okay, this is there exists. Okay, ये symbol है ये there exists का, and this is the symbol of for all. So let us write about first one, that is universal quantifier. Okay, universal quantifier. So it is for all x px. Okay, this is how we write it. So this denotes the universal quantification of px. The universal quantification of px. How many have joined? 26 only, 25 only. Okay, and this is called as, for all is called as universal quantifier. So when you say for all x px, it becomes quantification, universal quantification. And for all, this is the symbol. That symbol is called as universal quantifier. Okay. So we read for all x px as for all x px. Okay. Or we can simply read it as for every x px. Okay. So usually we talk about the truth value which is true. True. Okay. Now next is also very important to remember, an element for which px is false is called a counter example. A counter example of for all x px. Counter example, that means the property is not satisfied. Okay, the statement is false अगर आ रहा है किसी एक एलिमेंट के लिए. Finished writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So for example, if I take let px be the predicate x square greater equal 0. X belongs to set of real numbers. Okay, R is the set of real numbers. So can you tell me, for every real number x square is non-negative? Non-negative, I am saying, that means it is either 0 or it is greater than 0. Do you find any real number x whose square is negative?
No.
Ma'am.
Pakka? So what you can say, we know that square of every real number is negative. I will not say is non-negative. I will not say positive. I will say non-negative, because 0 is also a real number. We know that square of every real number is non-negative. That is either 0 or greater than 0, right? Yes. If x is equal to 0, then x square is 0. And x is not equal to 0 implies x is either less than 0 or x is greater than 0. But in both the cases, x square is greater than 0. Right? Yes or no? -2 का स्क्वायर कितना होता है? 4 होता है ना? So we will say, can we say that for all x, px is true? Can we say this? For all x, px is true. Yes,
Yes.
because you don't get any counter example. You don't get a single real number or at least one real number whose square is negative. Every real number square is non-negative, and therefore this for all x, px is true. For each and every real number x, px is true. Okay, this is how one can use the quantification. Can you give me any example where we can bring some counter example? Yes. Yes, girls. Can you give me any example? Suppose I take, let qx be a predicate. That x is prime and x is odd. X is prime and x is odd. ऐसा होता है क्या? Or I can have this. I will reframe the sentence. I will reframe it. I will make it compound. Let px be x is prime and qx be x is odd. Then can I say for all x, what will be the truth value of for all x, px and qx?
Some x prime will be
Can you tell me the prime numbers? Can you tell me prime numbers?
2, 3, 5, 7.
2, 3, 5, 7,
13,
11.
7.
17, 19.
What can you say about 2? 2 is prime, but 2 is not odd.
2. Yes.
3,
2 is the only even prime number in the world. All other primes are odd. If you see, all other prime numbers are odd, because all even numbers after 2 are going to be multiples of 2. So all those even numbers will automatically become composite numbers, as 2 is a factor. So 2 is the only even prime. What we are claiming, we are saying that for all x, x is prime and x is odd. तो ये सही है क्या? Is it a true statement?
Ma'am, this statement is false.
It is false, since 2 is prime, right? And 2 is odd, is false, है ना? 2 is prime true है, right? 2 is prime की ट्रूथ वैल्यू क्या है? ट्रू है. बट 2 is odd की ट्रूथ वैल्यू क्या है? फॉल्स है. एंड व्हाट इज ट्रू एंड फॉल्स?
False.
Are you getting it? So ये स्टेटमेंट ट्रू कब होगा? जब आपने लिया हुआ नंबर x, जैसे कि आपने 5 उठाया, 5 लिया, तो ट्रू होने वाली है ये स्टेटमेंट ट्रू होने वाला है. आर यू गेटिंग इट? बिकॉज 5 इज प्राइम एंड 5 is odd. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
But if I take x
Yes,
is
ma'am.
equal to 10, if I take x is equal to 10, so 10 is a prime number है क्या? Is 10 a prime number?
No, ma'am.
10 is not odd also. 10 is not prime, 10 is not odd. So false and false will become false. Do you understand it?
False.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Then if I take 9 number, 9 is odd, but 9 is not prime. Right?
True and false.
हाँ, so तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? False and true. False and true will become again false. So
False.
ये क्या हो रहा है? There are very few numbers which satisfy this. So ये for all x true नहीं होगा. अगर मैंने for all की जगह पे for some लिखा तो आंसर करेक्ट है, तो ट्रू आएगा. समझा क्या?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So for all मतलब for each and every x, this is not true, this is false. तीसरा एग्जाम्पल जो आप लिख सकते हो, all FY BSc students or FY BSc computer science students study 4 subjects or study following subjects: maths, stats, computer science and electronics. So what is the truth value? Suppose my domain is St. Mira's College. I will restrict this. So St. Mira's College, Pune. This is my domain from where I am choosing my students. Okay. So is it a true statement? What is the truth value of this? True है ना? For all x, px. Do you understand? Is true, because yes, each and every student of FYBSc Computer Science has to study these 4 subjects. Okay. Suppose I remove this FYBSc. If I remove this FYBSc and if I just say all BSc Computer Science students study following subjects, studies following subjects: math, stats, computer science, electronics, will it be true now?
No, ma'am.
No, because the year matters, right? Second year, third year, you will not be studying statistics. You will be studying English also along with that. EVS also, right?
Yes.
So some subjects will be skipped, some subjects will be added. So if you change the class, then this will become false. But if I restrict to FYBSc, then of course this is true. So you have to stick to the domain. Is that okay? Have you understood
Yes, ma'am.
this? Quantifier?
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm. Okay, good. So अभी हमने जो एग्जाम्पल लिया था पहले px, हमने ये एक एग्जाम्पल लिया था x इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर, राइट? So
Yes, ma'am.
what is the truth value of for all x px and x belongs to set of integers z, huh? X belongs to z, z is set of integers. So can you tell me the truth value of for all x px? Is it true? For each and every integer,
No,
the
ma'am.
element is its square. ऐसा होता है क्या?
No.
नहीं, ma'am.
For which integers we saw just now? Only for 0 and 1. The element is same as its square, है ना? Otherwise not. And therefore the truth value of this is false. There are so many counter examples you are getting. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear the idea of universal quantification? Universal means for each and every. Yes. Now, one more example I will give you. See, let u be equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 be universal set. Okay. Universal set means domain, huh? The set under consideration from which you will pick the values for your variables. So determine the truth value of for all x cube is equal to x. Comma मत दो यहाँ पे. This is the way we write it. For all x, x cube is equal to x. ऐसा है क्या? If you take x is equal to 1, then 1 cube is equal to 1, right?
Yes.
If you take x is equal to 2, आपको x कहाँ से चूज करना है? x आपको चूज करना है u से. x equal to 2 लिया तो 2 cube is equal to 8, but 8 is not equal to 2, right?
Yes, ma'am.
If you take x is equal to 3, 3 cube is 27, which is not equal to 3. X is equal to 4, then 4 cube is 64, which is not equal to 4. So these are counter examples, right? They do not satisfy. So it is true only for one value x, that is 1. है ना? For x equal to 1 it is true. For all these values it is false. So it is not true. Therefore px, suppose I will say px is not true for all x belongs to u, and therefore for all x, x cube equal to x is false. Is that okay? Does it make sense? Students, I'm asking you something. Does it make sense?
व्हॉइस ब्रेक होतोय तुमचा.
Voice break होतोय.
It's only true for one and
Yes, it is true only for x is equal to 1. It is false otherwise, and therefore, when I write for all x, then it becomes false. Okay? For all x, it becomes false. So, girls, it is 156. I think we can stop here now.
मैम
Yes.
आपने इस एग्जांपल में भी ऐसा किया क्या मैम? ट्रू इनटू फॉल्स इज इक्वल्स टू फॉल्स, सो आंसर इज फॉल्स.
True into false नहीं किया. I did not do true into false. Why I will do that? ट्रू इनटू का मतलब क्या है? ट्रू इनटू फॉल्स ऐसा क्या है? हाँ, ट्रू इनटू फॉल्स ऐसा कुछ होता है क्या? Do you understand who is asking this question?
मैम वैष्णवी.
वैष्णवी, ट्रू इनटू फॉल्स नहीं है ये. There is only one statement which is saying x equal to x cube is equal to x. तो x क्यूब इक्वल टू x 1 2 3 4 में से कौन से एलिमेंट के लिए ट्रू हुआ? सिर्फ 1 के लिए.
1 के लिए. हाँ.
2 के लिए नहीं हुआ, 3 के लिए नहीं हुआ, 4 के लिए नहीं हुआ. Right?
यस मैम.
So is it true for each and every element of U? No.
नो मैम.
No. And therefore it is not true for all x. Yeah. Yes.
यस मैम.
Let me quickly take the attendance.
मैम हमारी अटेंडेंस होने के बाद हम लेफ्ट हो जाए क्या? हमारा नाम ले.
हो ही नहीं रहा है ओपन मेरा. Wait.